Hi everyone, it's Van. Hope you're all doing okay and keeping well and having a nice Monday so far. I just thought I'd do a quick bite-sized book recommendation, and in this one is The Bees by Laline Paull. That's the back of the book. And this is the synopsis of what the book is about. And it truly is a fantastic story. It gives you an appreciation for bees, what they go through, and the protection and survival of a hive. It is the tale of little Flora and the trials and plights and, struggles what she goes through. And it's a beautiful told story. It's a unique story, and you will fall in love with Flora. And it'll give you more appreciation of what bees are and what they do. I was frightened of bees at one time, absolutely terrified of them. But after reading this book, quite a few moons ago now, it gave me more of an understanding and an appreciation of what bees do for us and their fight for survival every day, from outside forces of their hives, like, wasps and things like that. And it is a unique, beautifully told story. And it's, heart-pounding. It's like heart-pounding, it's thrilling, and it's scary at the same time. Everything is through the eyes of a little bee. So you're entering into a new world and looking at it from, the inside out and outside in, from a bee's perspective, which is a unique, read. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. All these years later, I often think about the book. I often think about Flora. And again, like I've just said, at one time I was terrified, absolutely terrified of bees. If I had one come by me, I'd, screech out sort of thing. But since reading this, I understood that it's me. It's my problem, not the bee's problem. And since then, I will do everything I can to protect, any bee what comes by me. I've used my little bug catcher to put bees outside when I found them in the house. I have planted some pollinators for the bees, and there is a bee bath in the garden. It just gives you more of an appreciation and thankful for what our bees do, the bee kingdom does. And like I was just saying, it's a book that makes you think and take things into perspective from, a little bumblebutt's point of view. And the more you read about Flora and her fight for survival in a world that, survives on basically hierarchy and status in their little world. She's a little trooper. She really is. She's a little, she's a little trooper in her own way. And her story does touch the soul. It truly does. And she's a fantastic character. Again, I can't recommend this book enough. 5 stars out of 5. Always will be. I will definitely reread it again one day. And that's it. So for a bite-sized book recommendation, and if you haven't read it already, then I thoroughly recommend The Bees by Laline Paull. Thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Happy reading. Protect our bees. Bye for now. Bye-bye.